disaster must come. At best, only postponed. Shaolin Kung Fu, to survive, must now be taught to more young men.
Welcome once again to another episode of Fists, Kicks, and Flicks, the podcast about martial arts, movies, and life. I am one of your hosts, Eugene Plowden, and with me, as always, my podcast partner, Joe Hartley. What's up, man?
What's going on, G?
If this is your first time with us, I want you to know we are members of the Martial Arts Internet Network. And on Mondays, you got the Winner Circle with myself, Isaiah Gatherings, Chris Walker, and Angel Diaz. Tuesdays, the Inside Scoop with Alex and Jeff. Wednesdays, you can get the traditional way with Brett Shumway. And Thursdays is Fists, Kicks, and Flicks with Gene, Joe, and Angel. For more information, you can check us out on all of our social media platforms. Just look for the Martial Arts Internet Network on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Patreon. And don't forget about the main app, the Martial Arts Internet Network app. Joe, it's showtime. What's happening?
Man, it's been a long week already, and it's barely just gotten started.
It's Tuesday.
I know. Well, I count the weekend because
that's right.
A lot going on, a lot to do, a lot that came up. So just got my car into my guy today, so I'm getting that taken care of. So we've basically been with one car since Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So
we're down to one car too. Yeah,
it's a pain in the butt.
Rough.
But my guy has it. I'll get it back from him probably tomorrow. He's gonna take a look at it tonight and let me know in the morning. Let me know in the morning what's going on. So he's usually pretty quick, so that makes me happy. And take it from there.
Okay.
Other than that, I did the Comic-Con Saturday.
Yeah, I saw your pictures, man. Did you enjoy it?
We really did. We got there early, and we had some running around to do because, like, Layla got there and we walked around with her, and then Michelle came back with Ava later. And I walked around with her because Layla had a band thing going on. Mm-hmm. So there was just a lot of running around here. And then Aiden met up with his friends. So he did his own thing. And then he was pretty much done after that. So, and then Ava had a meet and greet with, a Broadway person that she really enjoys. Mm. So we waited in line for that. Wasn't too bad. Mm-hmm. When you do it online, they kind of give you put you ahead of the line. So they just say, come at this time, and we were like 9 in line, and it went pretty quick. Nice guy, really cool, very personable. Ava was super excited. She got something signed. She got some selfies. He threw me in to the selfies. I told him I don't even know who he is really, but hey, I mean I know through her, but
right.
He played Beetlejuice. He's the original cast of Beetlejuice on Broadway. He does some a couple of cartoons now, and a bunch of other stuff. That he had a big line, so I don't know if they were all for his Broadway stuff. He does a really popular animated show called Has Been Hotel, and it has singing in it. So that's why my daughter watches it. So I think that's because they had 3 people all in a row, including him. But his was the fullest. So, and they had people dressed as Beetlejuice. So I'm pretty sure some people knew. So I was laughing because I asked him. I said, which one do you want more fame for Beetlejuice or for the Has Been Hotel? And he goes, I'm a Broadway guy. Of course, I want the Beetlejuice fame, but I'll take whatever I can get.
You know what, Joe? We've been slacking. We really have. Because there really is no excuse for us not to start setting up interviews at Motor City Comic Con and interviewing some of these people. We got to get on that for next year.
Yeah, and you don't even have to buy a pass. You just got to prove that you're a reliable network.
Mm-hmm. And we're part of the Martial Arts Internet Network, so it should be good. So we got to figure that out and set some interviews up in advance. We definitely, especially people that do martial arts movies. I mean, we're slacking, man. There have been Power Rangers here. There have been Cobra Kai people here, and
the Cobra Kai one, we should have got that one because
we definitely should have, man. And I mean, I have met and talked to Martin Cove and William Zabka, and took pictures with both of them. But this was before I was podcasting, and I saw Michael Jai White there one time, and he was by himself. Like I could have just easily just walked up to him. And this is at a time when I looked at him more so as a regular actor and not a martial artist at that time. So I didn't think about going up and speaking to him. That's my fault about that, because he had nobody in front of him at his table.
Yeah, I do. I'll walk up. My daughter thinks I'm crazy, but I just walk up and say, "What's up?" Shake their hand. I'm like, I'm not looking for no, if they wanted, if they like a picture, but I know they're there to make their money. But I like to just see if they'll say something or how they are. And most of them are just like, yeah, what's going on? What's good? So I'm like, yeah. And this one would have been good for Superflix because they had Vincent Defoe, so that's Kingpin.
Yeah.
They had the guy from the new season of Gen V, which I know you don't if you don't watch The Boys or Gen V.
But, I know what it is.
Yeah, he's the main bad guy this season. And he killed it as that, because there was a twist to that whole thing. Who else was there? They had 3 people from Starship Troopers. I don't know if you ever watched that.
I've never watched it. I know I've heard it, I've seen it.
They had the 3 big stars from that one were there. And they did like 4 other movies after that I'm pretty sure were straight to video. But Starship Troopers was pretty big at its time, and it has a pretty big cult following, and it was a good movie. The one girl from that one, she's been in other things. I didn't realize she was, but she was there. And who else? There was 2 more that I was looking at. 2 Star Wars guys. So that would have been at least for Superflix, but there was no good. I think there was 1 or 2 Power Rangers, if I remember. And because there was a lot of people dressed up as Power Rangers.
I think, I'm really not a picture guy with these guys, these celebrities. That's just never been my thing, or definitely not autograph. I don't think I don't have any autographs of anybody here. But I think that what I would do is if they ever, because occasionally all of the captains from Star Trek get together and do a show. If they do that again, I might do it. Now, I've watched The Next Generation. That was the one I grew up on. And I know the older ones. I like more so the movies of the older ones, more so than TV shows. And Deep Space Nine I've seen. And even, what was the other one that came out around Deep Space Nine with the woman that was the captain? I'm blanking on it.
They got more after that.
Voyager.
Now they got Voyager.
Now
they got Picard. They got an animated series. Like they got all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, they do. So if they ever get together again and do one more, because William Shatner and Patrick Stewart, they're not going to be around too much longer. No. So I don't mean like alive, but I mean coming out to Comic-Con and stuff like that. So
Shatner was there in May, I believe, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, so if I can get a chance to get a picture with all of those guys again, I might do that. I should have got. I feel bad that I didn't get Stan Lee, because I could have got Stan Lee.
That would have been a good one.
Yeah, and especially I didn't have this right here. If you look straight up, that's a Stan Lee doll.
Nice.
That's a Stan Lee
doll. Oh, that'd be nice if you got that signed. Dang, dude.
Exactly.
That's some good memorabilia.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I get it what you're saying. Like, to me, the pictures and the signatures are just good to remember. But I do just prefer, I think that's why if we could interview them, I think that would be sweet, because I really like when you get a good celebrity to talk to. This guy was so nice and personable. Like, he was asking my daughter, okay, what's the last thing you did that you were proud of? What are you currently working on? Oh, I love this about that. And that, he was just so... And he did that with everybody. I couldn't believe that. I thought it was just going to be like a, hurry up, give me your stuff, do this, take one picture. Now, we only paid for one selfie. He did 3 with my daughter and then pulled me in, shook my hand, said I was doing good as a dad, even though I'm not a big Broadway guy, but the fact that I support her, which I wouldn't know anything about Broadway if it wasn't for my daughter. But I want to take an interest in her stuff. I don't want to just be like, oh, you like that? Cool. Enjoy. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's important to her, the very least I can do is just make it somewhat important to me. And honestly, I find myself liking it. Like I actually do enjoy most of the stuff. Some of the stuff I'm like, nah, okay. If you like it, I'll watch it with you. But other than that, I'll be like, I wouldn't watch this regularly. But some of it's really good.
Okay.
So it was interesting. And then I also, because he had an assistant there, and the assistant was really nice and really cool. So I was talking to him, trying to network, like, how do you get this job? Because I think this, if my daughter couldn't be on Broadway, like if she just didn't make it that far, I think that being an assistant to a Broadway person, like, would be that guy was having a good time, making good money, and all he had to do was like, cater to the dude, and like he was just taking all the money and making sure everything was running smooth.
Okay.
I told my daughter, I was like that would be the next best thing. Like you get to be around someone you know and enjoy, and you get to watch them all the time and learn from them, and then on top of it, you're getting paid. I was like, I didn't think about it, but that's another good job opportunity. So he said he got a job with the company that represents him, and then from there became the assistant.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, cool. That's just another thing to try out and look towards down the road. So I thought that was interesting.
I wonder why they started to do a second Comic-Con in November. I know it started sometime either in 2020 because they missed the May one, so they did it in November. I think that's how it happened in 2020. But I don't know why are they doing this now.
Motor City is getting pretty popular. Like when I go on Saturdays, it's pretty full.
Well, so
they're making that money, man.
Was it just as big as the one that's in May?
It was pretty good size. Like
we
were, when like I've never got there that early. Like it died down about 5 o'clock.
Oh, that's normal. Yeah.
Okay. From about 10 to 4 or 5, it was bumping.
See now, and once again, like I always say, the thing that I'm more so interested in when I go to Comic-Cons is the panels and listen to different either writers or artists speak, or people who own their own publishing companies. Those are the type of things that I listen to when I go. I'm not that big of a collector of comics anymore, even though I have some comics and books and stuff on my shelves. But I'm not that big of a collector anymore. And if I read a comic more so, it's going to be one of my digital ones, because I think I have Marvel Unlimited, and I think DC's Infinite. I think I have those. So that's how I read comics now. And every now and then I'll go grab something.
It's the way of the future, man,
Well, you get to keep all those comics with you, since it's just so much easier now. And especially after mine, I lost all of mine.
Yeah, I remember, man. That would have just that's terrible.
But I do have some up. You can't see it, but I have some of the ones up on this wall here. I have them up there, and I thought about it. I thought about certain issues that I might want to get again, just to collect, just so I can have them, like the Death of Superman. I know they made so many of those, it might not be ever worth anything anymore, because they produced so many of those in the 90s. And the same thing about the comic when Batman got his back broken, stuff like that. I was just telling my parents and Melissa about a gentleman who had been collecting comics and toys, right? He had been collecting them for years. He never told his family. Well, this man passed away, and he didn't keep all his stuff in his house. He had a storage unit. So the storage unit contacted the family after he passed, and they went to the storage unit, opened up, and they saw all of this stuff in there. Like he had Spider-Man #1, Fantastic Four #1. He had all of these comics in mint condition. And I got to thinking about it, because my mom was talking about me and what happened to my comics. And I said, well, you know what? If I ever found something like that, if my dad had something like that, it would be hard to sell that stuff, even though it's worth so much money. But this was your dad's stuff. Like this is it. This is something that was special to him, and I just couldn't see myself just turning around and selling it. Now, the next generation might, like my sons and my grandson, they don't give a damn. They might skip it, for millions or whatever. But I don't think I would be able to do that, man.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. That sentimental value. I don't have a bunch of. I think I had 1 or 2 guns in my life. But like the second my mom was like, I don't want these guns. You want them? I took a couple of them just because they were my dad's, and I was just like, he used to take these out and clean them and all this stuff, and I was like, I should probably learn to shoot one of these because, I mean, the one he carried, he had a carry license, and I'm like,
Oh, so these
I
weren't
couldn't.
rifles. These were like
No, handguns.
Okay.
I've had a few rifles for hunting.
Mm-hmm.
I got a couple from my grandpa, and my dad gave me one a while back. So, but yeah, I keep them. I got the safe and everything, so I just lock them up in the safe.
Mm-hmm.
I've shown them to the kids because I always heard if you take the curiosity away from it, plus the kids don't know how to get into the safe. So, but just to keep it safe. But for the most part, I'm just like, now I got something to keep us safe, but something that my dad used to have. So,
Mm-hmm.
and I get you on that. It's just sentimental value. Like it's
Yeah.
like maybe if times got really hard, you'd just be like, okay, fine.
Oh, then yeah.
Other
But
than that,
at that time, if times were really hard, your dad would want you to do that also.
Yeah.
Get yourself out of poverty. Handle your
sure.
business. So.
The
And if
other
you know
thing I had,
your parents, they will want that for you. So
so the last thing I had going on this week, man, that just was getting to me. My aunt had some serious, all kinds of problems. She was in pain for like 3 days. We kept taking her to the hospital. They'd send her back, thinking that they figured out, and then they just would not admit her. And I'm like, I went there the other day and I asked the nurse, I'm like, okay, what do we got? And they had like 3 or 4 pages of stuff, and they still wouldn't admit her. They just got her good to where they thought she was good to go, and then sent her back to home. So we got a nurse. Like we had to hire a nurse company that's gonna send a doctor over there once or twice a week. The nurse is gonna be in and out just to make sure she's comfortable until they can give us like a actual like plan of what we're gonna do here. Because if the hospital is gonna just take her and get her good before they send her home, I'm like, we need something here. Can't just have her chilling at home. She's 72 years old. So she's got back problems, kidney problems, all this other stuff. So it was just one thing after another they were knocking out. And I finally sat there at the hospital one day and I told them, I was like, listen, I don't care if you guys want to admit her or not. You're not sending her home just for me to bring her back here the next day.
Yeah.
So y'all better figure it out. So we got it taken care of, but I'm just like, I feel so bad. I don't know if it's just because of her age or what, but like, why won't y'all just admit her and let her figure out what's going on with her? Driving me crazy. And my mom, she was done. That trip back and forth to the hospital and all this, she's like, I need some help. And I said, I got you, Mom, but like, you're the one that took this on, and I said I'd help you out. So you can't just wash your hands of it. All the decisions have to go through her, unless she, I told her, you want to change and put my name on it, that's fine. But I said, I'm not always going to be home. I got work and stuff. So, so I don't know if they can add me to it, but they were giving me the information when I was there. So I guess I must be at least on that page because they had me on the list of they can share HIPAA stuff. So
okay.
That was basically my weekend and part of my week. And now, I just want to get my car back and get back on track because work is crazy right now. We're doing at least 10 hours most of the week, and then sometimes 12. And peak season is here, so we're gonna get all those
busy
packages out. Yeah, we'll get those packages. This is the time that you can make some money because the rest of the year they are strict 40. So I tell everyone that just starts working there, I was like, take the hours now while they're giving them out because they're not going to be giving them out much longer. How you been, man? What you been up to?
I've been busy with work primarily, man. That's it, just work. And I got back into jiu-jitsu. I took last week off. I just had the time, man. I had a lot to do with work. It's holiday season, so we have so many different promos going on right now and marketing stuff. So I was real busy for work with work last week, so I didn't get a chance to go to class. But this week I did, man, and for the first time I did two classes back to back, a Monday and Tuesday, and I normally don't do that. And I got class tomorrow also, and the way my body feels today, I'm sore. I'm extremely sore. When I came home from teaching, I didn't teach tonight, but I opened up the school. They had boxing and kickboxing class. The kids had boxing tonight and kickboxing tonight. So when I got back home from the school, I had to take a muscle relaxer, man. So I popped one right before we started. So because I could feel my legs starting to cramp up, man. I'm like, oh, last thing I want is for my legs to lock up at 3 or 4 in the morning, to wake up out of my sleep, with a leg cramp. That's
oh yeah, that stuff's no fun, man.
Yeah. So I'm drinking the water now. I got another one in the freezer for I'll kill that before bed tonight. So yeah, man. So I do not. I mean, I haven't had serious leg cramps, and actually it's been a couple years now since really really bad ones. I've had some short ones where I've been able to work them out and walk it off, whatever, and they'll go away. Stretch and everything. So I haven't had any bad ones in years. So I don't want that to come back. So
no, I hear that. That especially at night. The last time I had
yes.
that at night, I was like, "Dang, am I dying? Like, what is happening?"
Mhm. Man, the worst one, man, was coming back from Ohio. Me, Travis, my uncle, and I think Mr. Allison. We were coming back from a tournament in Ohio, and it's snowing. It's winter time, and I had to have my uncle pull over. My legs were me and Travis were in the back, and I don't know if anybody else would. I think it was just us four. And I had to get out the car, man, and I had to walk it off, rub my leg. As soon as I got back in the car, cramped back up, man. Had to get back out, man. It was absolutely horrible, man. I felt bad because I know my uncle was ready to get it moving because it was nighttime. It was dark, it's cold, it's snowing, and it was just unpleasant, man. So eventually I just didn't say anything, and we just went home, and I just had to just deal with it in the back seat. And I was probably like probably 16 or 17, something like that, man. So I used to get leg cramps at the end of every single tournament, man. And the crazy thing is I never understood, like, how come it never happened in class. Like in class, like, on Fridays we fought from 7:30 to 9 or something crazy like that on Friday nights.
Yep.
I didn't really get too many leg cramps, like not the bad ones. I never got them at the end of class, but tournaments, and in tournaments you only have like maybe 3 to 4 fights. My legs cramped up.
Yeah, that's really crazy.
I never understood why that used to happen to me as a kid. So yeah, but other than that, let's see. No, we went out Saturday, did some Christmas shopping, and other than that, man, just work. That's it for me. So you know what? This week on the Winter Circle on Sunday night, it is going to be an explosive episode. So did you listen to last week's show? Well, the show we did Sunday. Did you listen to that?
No, yeah.
Isaiah is ready to go to war. He is ready to go to battle. And I did not plan this. This outburst that he had on Sunday, he was not planned. But he is throwing down the gauntlet. He wants people to come on the Winter Circle because we're going to be live on Sunday. He wants people to come on and debate him. He is arguing that boxing and wrestling are not martial arts.
Oh, good.
He is ready to go to war. So
I'm not gonna lie though, because I don't think I would want to debate Zeke.
No, you don't.
The professor is a perfect name for him because he knows he backs up everything he says. Yep. And I love listening to him talk because he's so knowledgeable. Yeah. I wish I had a fraction of his knowledge on things, man. Like, I know fantasy football and I know some martial arts, but that's like my knowledge is pretty much tapped after that. I'm like, how does he know all this stuff? It's crazy.
Yeah. So he is, his style, man. We talked about his school, Academy of Sudo Thai. And he has a black belt in Tang Sudo. He is Taekwondo and also Muay Thai, and on top of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You know, so he is well versed in those things. So he is ready to debate. He made that clear on Sunday, and he's inviting whoever disagrees with him to.
We got to get Angel. So. We got to get Angel because he's the boxing. I don't know if he does the wrestling one too.
Well, Jeff it looks like the main
Jeff
game
wants to.
It looks like the main game is split down the middle. It seems like that because I know myself, Travis, you, Isaiah, and Alex. All of us say that boxing is not a martial art. Angel, Chris, Jeff, and I don't know where Brett stands because he didn't say anything in that chat when we had it that time. He didn't say anything.
He might not have been with us when it started, but he's probably been around since it's been going on. Because
we really haven't had it really serious lately, and I purposely didn't do that for my blood pressure. So.
Oh, of course, but I think I if I remember correctly, I think Chris was able to give something for both sides. I think he never.
No, he definitely said that.
Did he pick a side?
Okay, yeah, he said boxing was a martial art.
I thought at first he was kind of on the fence, like, well, I could see this side, but I could also see, but okay, maybe not.
Yeah, no. Him and Jeff tried to gang up on me, you know, and I felt my blood pressure rise, and I was like, oh, let me check.
Now you got a strong ally now.
This is the thing though with that. This is the thing with that because I respect Jeff and Chris so much, and they're very knowledgeable with martial arts. And when I respect people, I don't expect for them to say things that confuse me, and I don't understand where you're coming from because I respect how knowledgeable you are. But what you're saying now is not making sense to me. It's not making sense at all. It's like, this is ridiculous. How can we be having this debate? Like, come on.
But now. This is what makes the world go round, man. So
yeah.
That's what we gotta do.
Yeah, so come on. Make sure you guys jump on the Winner Circle. We're gonna be live on Facebook and Facebook, YouTube, and also Twitch on Sunday night. And Isaiah,
you're gonna get a bleep button. You might need a bleep button.
I've been trying not to cuss. You know the thing about that.
I know.
Trav reached out to me. Like Trav wants me to be more animated on the show, right? But I told him, I was like, I can't be more animated and still watch what I say if I'm live on Facebook because I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go and I'm not gonna think. I'm just gonna talk, and whatever comes out. And I'm not trying to get us banned again.
Careful what you wish for.
Right, you know. So yeah. Let's get into this movie. Joe, I hate this movie. I'm telling you right now, I'm giving it a D-. I'm not waiting.
Oh, see, I'm the opposite of you on that one because but the martial arts in this movie was so good.
Oh yeah, that was good. I have no problem with that. I have a problem with the story. I have a problem with how they put this together. I never thought that I would watch a movie that was based around a special needs person being a martial
I agree
artist.
with you on that. And I was just telling my wife. So I'm going to tell you right now because I thought this was the perfect movie for this show, just based on good martial arts.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not quite sure that everything transitions from Mongolian to English. Because
the dub was saying. Did you watch it dubbed?
Yeah, I watched it dubbed.
Okay, I watched it dubbed also. What the dub was saying and what was at the bottom of closed captioning was not the same thing all the time, 100%.
Well, not only that, but it just the beginning of the movie was confusing to me because I couldn't tell what
who
exactly.
Was who?
Yeah.
What the hell was going on?
Well, so it was two. It was like a Chinese gang and a Japanese gang.
No, you're half right.
It was Yakuza.
It was a Japanese gang, and I think the other people were Thai.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, it was like two stories being told, and they were against each other. And now, the girl who was in love with the Japanese guy, who was she to the Yakuza boss? His assassin or his daughter?
I mean, I didn't know. And even as they were showing different scenes, I didn't know that was supposed to be her the whole time because they show her with the Japanese guy, but then she's walking around with him. I mean, I thought this was a different person. I didn't know this was the same person, and her hair was a little bit different at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
So I didn't even. Man, it was hard.
Hard. The other thing that was killing me about this movie, other than when we get to the main character, because it takes 20 minutes till we even get a main character, because they're like trying to build up this whole story. But the Yakuza's boss right hand girl.
Mm-hmm.
Why did they give her a man voice?
Because all of those women were
meant to be transvestites.
You can't say that word anymore.
Transgender, whatever.
You can't. That's funny. You're killing me.
Sorry, I meant transgender.
Yes.
But are you
all
sure
of those, because I was looking at their faces. Joe, go back and look at all of those people. I was like, that is a man's voice. Because I sat up. I was like, wait a minute. Why do they have that woman sounding like a man? Then I started looking at all those women's faces.
Well, so did I.
Like, these are all men.
I was like, are they men or not? Aren't they? Because
they can't be that ugly. They can't be women that damn ugly.
But I'm looking at the actors, and they don't look like man actors.
They look like cross dressers.
It was odd. It just didn't fit. I don't know.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, man. It felt like forever. This movie went on forever because every few minutes I was checking to see how much more I had left. I was like, damn. And then we had commercials going through the. Because I watched it on Tubi. I don't know how you watched it.
I watched it on YouTube. You could skip the commercials after like 20 seconds.
Okay, I didn't want to pay for it.
Basically, I didn't pay for it. Basically, the beginning starts off
for free.
Yeah, it was for free on YouTube.
I didn't see it. Okay, I saw the charging one.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So the Yakuza boss has a girl by gunpoint and a guy by gunpoint. And then they don't really explain what. They're basically like, your territory is your territory, my territory is my territory. Mm-hmm. And that's, we don't know what's happening. The money on the table is payment, and
we don't know if it's drugs. We don't know. We don't know what it's for. They don't explain it.
They go from this to the two people who were at gunpoint, like having love scenes and having dates and going out with each other.
Just out random out the blue without explaining.
That's what I'm saying. So, and then I was like, at first I was like, is she a working girl?
Mm-hmm. I get that. Yeah.
But
you can clearly tell that she was
they're in love.
Yeah, you could clearly tell that she was a girl.
Yeah. Like, so you're like, they're in love, but then all of a sudden, like, she's in the car with the Yakuza boss, and the Yakuza boss is yelling at her when she gets out of the car because he's going after her quote unquote boyfriend, which, by the way, later they said her husband. So this is her husband, and you don't like him, or you don't like the fact that he's not the same as you got. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's a Romeo and Juliet type of thing. Like, they're on opposite sides of the gangs.
Yes.
And they're beating up a random guy. Like, I don't know what that's all about. It was just everything was so. Yeah. It wasn't very well explained.
It wasn't. And the next part, because you skipped over a lot, and I don't care. That's fine. Because I didn't understand what the hell was going on either. And I was like, I didn't like this. That I didn't even want to go back to see what I didn't understand or miss. Once I got done to the end of it, I did, right before you got on, I did just go back to the beginning of the movie, just see if it was anything going to make a little bit more sense. And I guess it did when I went back and looked at it, but I did not want to watch, much of it. I just went back and watched the first 20 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
But what was weird, and I did not understand, was when both the boss get out of the car and the girl get out the car, this guy, he starts shooting at his rivals, the Japanese people. He starts shooting at them. And then he gives her, and she stops him because she doesn't want him to kill her lover. And he's pretty much saying, all right, fine, go ahead. I better not see you guys around here again or something like that, right? Yes. Then he shoots his own self in the foot.
That's what I thought. I was wondering what the heck was that all about?
On purpose. They don't even they never explain why. I'm like, okay, you tell her to go and then you shoot yourself in the foot. And he doesn't scream when he shoots his own self in the foot. He doesn't make a noise. He just tells her, I better not see you again. And then they get in the car and drive off, and he's standing there looking at her. I'm like, what the hell was that all about?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Like, why did you just shoot yourself in the foot? Said it would be very difficult if you choose to do this again. There won't be a next time. If I see you both together again, I'm watching this right now. If I see you both together again, and then he shoots himself in the foot, like that makes me. What is that about?
I had no idea.
My biggest problem is who is he to her, and vice versa. Like, who are they to each other?
They never showed him and her as lovers or living together.
No,
it just seemed like it seemed like she was his second in command. That's what it kind of seemed.
It's a daughter or his assassin.
They literally never said.
It's one of the. They never said.
Yeah, they never said.
And I can't believe, because the stuff he does to her later, it can't be his daughter. So it has to be someone who is important to him, but not important enough, not blood.
Yeah, I don't think it was blood at all.
Because the next time he finds out they're together, he cuts like her finger off.
But that didn't.
And they weren't even together. They had a kid now, and they were just getting back in contact with each other.
Yeah, how did he know? She wrote a letter. Yeah, it's not like they had the phones tapped or anything like that.
They had eyes on her. They had eyes on her.
Yeah, but how would you know who she's writing a letter to? You don't know what's in the contents of that letter. It's a letter. How would you ever know?
The other thing is, why is the movie called Chocolate? Just because the little girl
I didn't know. I did not understand that
M&Ms or whatever they were.
Oh, maybe that is it. Maybe that's.
I mean, that's the only part that was chocolate.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, because the little girl is eating something that was like M&Ms. Yeah, okay.
So I'm gonna go and speed it up a little bit. So basically, they decide not to see each other anymore. He goes back to Japan. She finds a new place away from whoever the psycho Yakuza boss is.
They didn't even understand.
She's pregnant.
That didn't even make sense either, because she left the old gang, and the guy said, "I don't want to see you guys again." They go off and sleep together. And then in the morning, she wakes up and tells him that he better go back to Japan. And he's sad. And of course, he's going to go back. She doesn't go back to the gang.
Nope.
And she doesn't go with them. So why did they even need to separate? If anything, she could have went to Japan with him, and they could have lived a happy life together. And that would have been the end of it. But
not only that, but, so here she is. She's pregnant on her own. Mm-hmm. What is she doing for work?
It looked like working in a restaurant. We see that later, but at this point, I don't know.
And then, she finds out her daughter is autistic, which they never say that. They just say special needs. But, I mean, the description reads autistic, and the way she was acting was pretty autistic, although they kind of went overboard with it because, I don't know that they know exactly what autism is, because they made her more out to be like super special when like
I don't even know the correct term.
I don't know either, because they really went overboard with it a lot. But they almost used it to give her like a special superpower, because she was able to mimic the things she was seeing on TV, and she almost had like Daredevil hearing, like she didn't and that's the other thing. This Mike guy, was that her brother?
No, he was a random kid that was getting beat up in the alley, and they took him home like a old alley cat.
Okay, because someone called it his sister at one point.
No, he was
calling the mom auntie. Yeah. So, but that makes more sense that she just picked.
Yeah, they were walking. They were walking down the street one day. The mom and her name is Zen. See, that's another thing. They're both so one's name was Zen, the other one name was Zen, but one name was spelled Z-I-N, the other one Z-E-N, but they both said the same thing, Zen.
I think it was Zen and Zen.
Yeah, I'm not hearing the difference in what you're saying.
Zen is Z-I-N is Zen, and the other one is Zen. Like, I feel Zen right now.
Anyway, so they're walking down the street, and these kids are bullying this other kid, and they're all hitting him, and they're walking by and they see this happen, and the very next scene, this little boy is in their house watching movies with the little girl. That was it.
Well, they had a close bond together,
but actually we skipped ahead a lot, because actually when that boss found out that she wrote a letter to the Japanese guy, one of those people that worked for him came and said, "Oh, she's back in contact. They're back in contact with each other."
Yeah.
So they went to go see her, and they were mad. She doesn't even work with you anymore. At this point in time, the little girl is probably about 5 or 6 years old.
You don't care.
Yeah. So, but he doesn't. So he hasn't. She hasn't been working for you for 5 or 6 years. Why do you care about? Why are you even thinking about her? Why do you even remember who she is? So he came there.
Man, it's weird.
He came there. The little girl saw a fly and ate it for whatever. I don't even know why she did that.
And that is scared of flies after that.
Yeah, after that, she's scared of flies. But at that point in time, a little bit before that, she ate a fly like a frog. She just stuck her face out and just ate the fly like a frog. And then the guy comes in the house, talks to the little girl, cuts off a piece of hair with a knife. And then he goes over to Zen, I don't know, whatever. One of the
cuts a toe off.
Cuts her toe off for whatever reason. For why? Just so said. So now next time you think about him, you'll think about me, and you'll know not to get in contact with him or something crazy, something to that effect.
To match his toe that he shot. I don't know.
Yeah, that was weird. So, but she doesn't walk with a limp for the whole movie. She walked just fine. I didn't see a limp. Let you get a big toe cut off. Let you hurt a toe.
Let get any toe cut off.
Yeah. No, let you hurt a toe. Let you stub a toe. You're gonna be limping around. This woman's walking around just fine for the rest of the movie. No issue. They don't even make it. They don't even talk about it anymore. No. They don't even make it a big deal.
Well, the toe shows up later.
Well, yeah, but who cares at that point? It didn't seem like she missed the toe.
So she moves after that, and she moves by it looks like a Muay Thai gym or something like that. And that's when we see this little girl. She's picking up the Muay Thai from next door. She's also picking it up off the TV, stuff like that.
You would have thought they would have incorporated that a little bit more into the movie. But they don't at all. No. She doesn't do. She's not like Daniel and Mr. Miyagi. She doesn't meet one of these Muay Thai people and start training with them. She's training. She's doing what they're doing from her porch. She's just watching them because they're training outside, which is weird. And then the rest of the time, all of her other martial arts skills come from watching movies. That's it.
I don't know if it was supposed to be like a photogenic mind or something like that, because even during a fight, she was picking up moves from another fighter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I don't know. It was interesting. Like I said, to me, yes, the concept of the movie was crazy. I think it could have been done better. And I think of a lot of it, but the martial arts in this movie is crazy.
I have no problem with the martial arts in the movie.
Martial arts, to me, made it better.
Yeah.
Than what
it was. Very good. Very, very good. Mm-hmm.
Just the way, and she gave me she kind of gave me Jackie Chan type of. She's using the environment around her. Mm-hmm. I don't know if she does her own stunts or not. It looked like some of them she was doing at the end, but yeah, she was doing a lot of crazy stuff. But some of the places they chose to do fight scenes, this was, you could tell this was shot in another country. They were choosing ice factory, meat factory.
Yeah.
They were trying to find different ways to use the whole environment around it.
Mm-hmm.
Like old style kung fu movies. It was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, they go and she's doing a little training, and then at a certain point we see her where now she has this brother or whatever he is supposed to be to her, and he's messing with her one day and he throws something at her and she just catches it without even looking.
Mm-hmm.
So then apparently this is their new game they like to play with each other because they're doing it all the time. And then later on they skip to her being older, and now he's using this to make money. Mm-hmm. Which at first I'm like, okay, why is he exploiting his quote unquote sister? But then come to find out he's trying to make money to help the mom, because the mom, which by the way they don't even say what she's sick with, but you figure out eventually, and then they do mention chemotherapy. But basically, she has cancer, and she needs the money because the medicine's super expensive, the treatment.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess she's not working anymore, so this is his way of making money. But even so, I mean, it's not, can't be that much money.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
you gotta find a new audience every day. This trick's gonna get old after a while.
Yeah, so basically, yeah, you're right about that. I didn't even think about that. So basically, they go to a park or something, and he just throws things at the little girl, and she catches.
He gives other people stuff to throw at her.
Yeah.
But
somebody took that the wrong way, though.
Yeah, somebody threw a knife.
Yeah, and she caught it.
She caught
the blade. That reminded me of a demonstration we did before, and we're doing it and taking questions. My uncle's taking questions from the audience. Somebody asked if they could shoot us. I'm like, what the hell? Like, we can't catch bullets. Like this, like, leave that movie shit alone. that is not happening in real life.
Shoot you.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So this scene right here, like he said, after the knife, is where we a bunch of guys and attack her, and this is where you see like her martial arts skills. I mean, she beats the crap out of all these guys, no problem.
And they're not adults; they're kids.
Yeah, she's doing high kicks and jump kicks and all kinds of crazy. She's got like incredible flexibility, crazy kicks. Her control on her kicks are nuts. She's doing like delayed kicks and I mean all kinds of crazy stuff. Like it was really, the martial arts was really good. I don't know what style, or she looks like she has a couple of different styles, but man, the choreographed fights in this were really done well.
I agree.
So
they're really good.
When her and Mike get back home, Mike's cleaning up her hand, and he tells her, "Listen, you can't catch everything." So this is where he discovers her being afraid of the flies. So he says, "Listen, if I yell out flies, don't catch it," which is a crazy idea because, like, you're going to be around all the time when people are throwing knives at her. Like, come on.
Right, that is crazy. That is crazy.
But I mean, they are pretty much together the rest of the movie until towards the end. So they're doing their best to take care of each other. So, and take care of the mom, even though it's a crazy plan because they don't have health insurance. Like, what's going on?
Well, hell, probably not because it doesn't seem like she's working. So who knows? True. I don't know. I don't know the healthcare in other countries, especially in Asia. I definitely don't know. So who knows?
So as far as the learning martial arts from movies and stuff like that in the next door, and then are they trying to like make her hearing like a superpower? Is that why she's able to, like, I couldn't figure out how they were getting her to have such good reflexes. Like, was it a hearing thing? Like, I don't understand. That's what I'm saying. Like, I really don't think they understand autism. Autism isn't supposed to be like a superpower. I mean, like, sometimes you find people who, like, they're really good with numbers, or they can, like, paint really well, or they can play the piano for no reason. Like, that's not unheard of, but just being like, the way they're doing it in this movie, I think they're a little confused on what it actually is. And that part did take me out of the movie a little bit because some of the stuff they were doing, they were making her, it was over the top. You know, to the point where, you know, like, sometimes she could talk somewhat normal, but then the rest of the time she was like,
really? I didn't think she spoke in sentences. She would say words like "mommy go," "mommy get up," let's go, I want to go,
like a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
But see, more autism, a lot of them are nonverbal, and the ones that are verbal only do 2 or 3 words. And then there's some they can have full-on conversation, no problem. They just might like have an anger issue or something like that. Like get frustrated real easily. So when the mom was going away for treatment for the first time, that's the other thing. She was waving like this. I'm like, why is she doing John Cena instead of waving?
Oh my!
Like, you can't see me. That one got me so bad. I was like, what is happening? So, you know, she was trying to say, we go out now, we go out now. she didn't understand what's going on. She doesn't. She's not used to being without her mom.
Yeah, she knows something's not right.
Yeah, Mike's trying to explain to her, like, mom's going to stay here and they're going to try to make her better, but he can't, like, fully get across what's really going on, because how are you going to explain cancer to someone who barely understands, everything else that's going on? Now, they're driving around on a moped. Why is she facing backwards on the moped? That does not seem that seems dangerous.
Yeah.
I'm just, like, waiting for her to, like, fall off.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
So they're doing the catch thing again, and the Yakuza boss guy, right hand girl, guy, whatever you want to call her, sees them and shows up and gives some money and walks away. And you're like, I didn't know if they were going to start trouble or not, but I guess she's going to just go and report back to her guy, and I don't know what that's going to do at this point.
That just kept taking me out of the movie, because I started trying to figure out, like, why are they bothering these people? These people don't have anything to do with you anymore. So why do you care what they're doing? Like, they're not in the same type of business as you. They're not a competitor with you. Like,
well,
I don't.
What kind of happens next does affect him. They just didn't realize that it affected them, because the problem is Mike finds a book and he sees that it's people that owe money. And this is where I started thinking that she worked for that guy, that she had nothing else to do with him other than that.
Now, was that her old book from when she did work for him?
That's what I'm saying. I think Mike took it as these people owe Auntie money, but I'm pretty sure the money was actually owed to her boss.
Right, back in the day, not now.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But they're keeping tabs on them before they started doing this.
No, I agree, but that's
what
he mentions it after they start messing with his business, because basically, these are guys that they don't know that these people are off their hinges, and that they just think, oh, you sent new hitters after us. Because all they know is, like, the first one is the ice guy, Mike, which Mike is crazy. Okay, Mike's like, dude, let's just go talk to these people that we don't know and say, hey, you owe my auntie or my mom money. Give it to us now.
Yeah. How did these people even know who the mom was or the auntie was?
He said her name real quick, but
he did. Okay.
Yeah, he said her name, but the guy literally is like, oh yeah, let me do it. No, get the hell out of here. Which anybody would be, because unless she was such a badass, but obviously she wasn't that much of a badass, because he didn't respect her, especially when he found out she's sick. And then, when Mike figures out right away, like, okay, these aren't people to mess with. Like, we're gonna have to figure out something different. Maybe the next person. He basically says maybe the next person will be nicer.
Why was he all beat up? Mike had a lot of bruises on his face. He had a band-aid. He's got a very punchable face. I mean, I understand that why he was beat up at the very, very beginning when he was a little boy, because, like, we saw him getting jumped. But you're not going to keep bruises on you from the time that you were 7 or 8. I mean, I'm assuming they're about 16 or 17 at this point in the movie. So for 10 years, you're not going to be bruised up. So I didn't understand. He wasn't a fighter. He wasn't training to fight. So he didn't look like he trained with her either. Then it didn't seem like he trained with her. So I was like, why is he all scarred up and beat up looking? I don't know.
So they get thrown out and they leave and whatever. But she gets it in her head to come back, because now she's like, she realizes this is the only way to save her mom. She gets it in her crazy brain. So they toss her down again, and then her brain starts going like, mom, fighting, beat him up, you owe me money, give me money. And then she cracks. She goes absolutely insane and just starts kicking the crap out of everybody. I mean, she's kicking people over here, over there. They're attacking her with everything. They got weapons.
Give my money.
On ice.
Give my money.
Yeah, give my money. She kicked the one dude through a machine that should have diced him up, but I guess it only scratched him up a little bit. He's lucky. And then she got her money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's stealing money.
Well, at this point, she stole it from him. After she beat the crap out of everyone.
Yeah, so
she's
these guys
like fighting like Bruce Lee in this part. Yeah, she's doing not his full style, but.
So are these people paying for protection, or was this money from loan sharks? We don't know. They don't explain it or say why. But
later on, he does say, like, you're messing with my people now. So one way or another, these are his people that maybe they owed money, so now they work for him, or he has them for something. I don't know, but for whatever reason. But yeah, she don't care. She's just trying to save mom.
Yeah,
which we get, but
they don't know.
Money. She's just holding her hand out. Mom money now.
Yeah, they don't know what the mom was into in her younger days. They have no idea.
No, that's the problem.
Mm-hmm. Or who she was associated with.
So yeah, so she does her thing, and like I said, these fight scenes are great. These are like they were.
That's the best thing about the movie.
Honestly,
that's the only thing good about the movie.
Yeah. I didn't mind some of the other stuff, but I think they could have done a lot better with the story. But the fight scenes are great. So then they get through all that. She gets the money. She shows up, throws it to Mike. Mike's like, "What the hell happened? Like, what did I miss?" She's all beat up. She just falls into her bed. But by the way, their beds are just like thin mattresses on the ground with blankets.
Mm-hmm.
So it is what it is. So then Mike's like, okay, maybe this next guy will be better. So they show up, and this guy does he's like, okay, it's $8,500, whatever. He puts it in a bag, and then he throws it to one of his guys and is like, here, give him the money, get it from him. He like makes a game out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, these people, like, you don't know who these people are, and you're going to mess with them like this?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why not just say, like, leave me alone, I'm not giving you any money? But no, he's going to make some stupid game out of it, which obviously is not going to go his way because we just saw what she did to the ice people.
Yeah, well, he didn't, though, so.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, so they're tossing the bag back and forth, and Mike, for whatever reason, is playing monkey in the middle. And then she watches it, catches a pattern or something in her her crazy brain, and then catches the bag. And now they want to fight because, you said get the bag. I got the bag.
And these are kids also. These are not. I mean, these kids, they don't look old. They look like kids.
I mean, maybe in their
nobody would take them seriously. They don't look like the gangsters that we saw at the beginning of this movie. So of course, I don't even know why people even entertain giving them money.
So I don't even know what this is, like some kind of warehouse, and they're running through this warehouse. There's boxes everywhere. And this is, like I said, this is where she kind of reminds me of Jackie Chan because she's using her environment to fight.
Mm-hmm.
Rolling through boxes, rolling through crawl spaces, whatever's around her, she's picking up and throwing and da-da-da. At one point, I don't remember if it's this one or not. Yeah, I think it's this one where she uses the lockers and pushes people in lockers and is kicking them. So I enjoy, like I said, the fight scenes saved the movie for me because I'm right there with you. The movie itself is a little, it's hard to follow. It's almost over the top. The acting's way over the top.
Imagine watching this movie if it wasn't martial arts. This easily could not be a martial arts movie if they took the fighting out of it and it was just this story. Oh, this would have been horrible.
Yeah, it would have been no good.
This would not have been a good action movie.
Especially the ending. The ending was almost sad because, and we'll get to that sooner than later. But
that ending was too long.
Yes, I agree.
That's what that was. That was
I
too
do agree
long.
with that.
I mean, once again, what saved that ending was the fight scenes were good. The choreography was good. It was just too damn long. It's like, come on, get to the end of it. Like, shit.
Well, it's like, I thought the one fight was supposed to be the boss fight, and then it wasn't.
Yeah.
I thought the fight after that was supposed to be the boss fight, and then it wasn't.
Yeah.
And then we finally had a boss fight, and it wasn't even really her that was in the boss fight until she was. So
yeah,
it was pretty crazy. So yeah, she wins this fight, and now she's 2 for 2. And the next one is crazy because the next one she
the
shows
warehouse
up,
with the meat.
Yeah,
house.
the meat house. But the problem is, and I'm sorry, but I don't know how you're selling all this meat with all these flies around.
They don't care. It's profit.
That was nasty. That was nasty.
Yeah, we probably eat some of that meat, man.
That's
from
nasty.
Different places like that.
So when they show up the first time, there's flies everywhere, and she's freaking out. So she can't even attempt to get the money. She might have said it like one time, and the guy said, "Get out of here," and that was it. But she comes back again later without Mike, and she's got some mask on. Yeah, some goggles, trying to get through it, but she still can't. She's still wigging out about the flies, and so now this guy's getting irritated. But then who shows up? Mike to the rescue with it's like a tennis racket zapper. Have you seen those?
Not in a long time.
Oh, we have one at the house.
I haven't seen that in a long time. Like,
dude, they're wicked.
Early 90s or something.
They're wicked. Like you push a button on it to activate it, and then if a fly comes by, you just whop and you zoop.
I might need to get that for the wife.
I'm telling you, it's very effective, and they're kind of fun.
Right.
It's very satisfying if you have a house with a couple of bugs in it. You're like, God, get out of here, bugs, and then you get to. So anyhow, so Mike to the rescue. He gets rid of all the flies, and so she can do her thing. And here we are, Rocky Balboa style, fighting in meat.
Yeah.
And these guys actually look like, I mean, they're still kind of young, but they actually look like they might be some kind of gangsters. And they're throwing knives, and they're jumping around, and
it's kind of gruesome too, because so many people are getting caught on the hooks and everything. Yeah,
that was messy. And the one guy, I don't know if this was just meant to be like a funny bit, because he kept taking the knives, the cleavers into the into the stomach.
Yeah, it was. I could have dealt with all that without all that.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, pig heads around and everything. Yeah. Like, it was nasty. So she got her money from that guy eventually. And, like I said, now she's 3 for 3. So she's just running through these Yakuza boss, or whatever you want to call them, Yakuza peons or whatever, and getting money. And the funny thing is, like, at this point, they're showing up with all this money. And Mom's just like, oh, I guess you guys are doing better with your ball trick.
Yeah.
Like, we don't question it. And the daughter's showing up with cuts and bruises everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody's like saying like what is happening.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, I guess you're happy that you can get your treatment so you can stick around a little longer. But at some point, when are you going to be like, dude, what is happening here?
Based on the end of the movie, it's all for nothing. But go ahead.
That's, you know what, the mom must have realized something, because the mom does try to send a letter to what they call her husband. So I guess they're married, but they're not together, which is odd. And when
you mean the other gang?
Yeah, he finds out.
Maybe they said that just trying to be smartasses. That's how I took it, because they knew that they weren't together, that he had left. They knew they weren't married.
Well, I don't know why he called her husband, but whatever.
Yeah.
So she intercepts the letter and takes it back to her boss, but then he says, go ahead and send it. So I guess at this point, he's like, we're going to finally end this, because I'm sick and tired of this.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, man, what do you have against love? Like, come on.
I think it was the fact that it was just this guy, this Japanese guy.
I guess.
And
so he makes a phone call.
Away from him.
He makes a phone call, and based on what happens next, he must have hired a hitter. But he hired the hitter to go after the family, not after the guy.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the guy must have hired someone else, because, someone else got there and took out most of his people
before. That was the Japanese guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He shows up, realizes his family's gone, and then the
other gang
transgender.
Yeah, all of those people came.
They show up and all get shot.
Yeah, was he like hiding under the couch or something?
Yeah, he rolled out. He rolled out from under the couch, but then what the bad one showed the right hand one showed up and killed him.
Yeah.
And then what happened here? They
took the phone.
Yeah, they took the phone, and he goes back and talks to her about what's going on and how to.
He talked to the Japanese guy, the main guy. He talked to him on the phone. Did he call? One of them called the phone that was taken. So the Japanese guy's hitman, who went there before him to save the family. After he got killed, they took his phone, and that was a direct line to the Japanese guy. And the gang leader, I think he ended up calling him and letting him know that, hey, I got your phone, so that lets you know that your guy's not alive anymore. So that's when the Japanese guy knew he had to come back to Thailand to deal with this and hopefully save his family.
He was hoping, but the mom ended up calling her former boss and tried to set up, I guess, something to where they could. Yeah, I guess a sit down. I guess that's what you would call it. And he accepted it, but it went pretty wrong because during this, Mike gets shot, mom gets shot. The daughter, she does as much damage as she can, trying to help her mom and everything.
And this is pretty much the end of the movie. It's just long, mate.
Yeah, it is very long because she's fighting one guy. The mom does shoot the last transgender lady, which seems like 5 or 6 times before she goes down. The daughter's fighting this dude with a do-rag on, and they end up rolling outside.
And this guy is there for a long time. It's like, you're not dead yet? I thought you were dead a while ago.
Well, and then he gets joined by some other dude with or guy or girl, I can't even tell at this point. There's 3 of them all of a sudden. And she's having some trouble, but she figures it out. And again, she uses her environment to beat them up. She's going through bleachers and she's fighting, like crawling on her knees and everything. Like it was interesting. Like I don't know how they set these fights up like that. That had to take a while to choreograph. But it was interesting. It's definitely interesting to watch some of this stuff, and everything they come up with to choreograph these fights. And then after she takes this group out, I think the next part was the main guy, if I remember correctly.
Well, she gets,
because he, to get away, jumps across the 2 buildings, and she goes right after him.
Now, did you missed the part about the dad?
No. You're right. The son. Yeah. First, she has to fight the son, which we've seen the son once earlier, but you didn't, you seeing something was kind of up with him, but he ends up. Now, this part is crazy because I only know about this, and this is I got 2 kids with Tourette's, and Tourette's, they don't.
I know.
They don't randomly tick.
Yeah.
Like the fact that she had to copy him to win, it's usually the opposite where they copy you. Tourette's.
I was wondering what you thought about this part. I really was. I was wondering what you thought about this.
Well, the reason I picked this movie because there's a guy that I follow who breaks down some of these movies, and he was talking about this part, and I was interested in it. But after I saw it, so basically this guy, he had 2 big ticks, but he also had some martial arts. He was almost doing like capoeira with breakdancing in it. but he had these tics that were throwing her off. One of them was he would shake his hand, and the other was he would turn his head to the side. Now, why those two movements were throwing off her and causing her to lose the fight until she was mimicking him, I'm not really sure why that would throw her off. It was making him a little. His fighting style was unorthodox already. I don't know that they needed to throw Tourette's in there to help him. I don't know. It was odd, and that was overdone because, like, both my kids that have the Tourette's, they could their stuff is very simple, like blinking of the eyes, clearing of the throat, chewing on their tongue, or just like, if they hear something, they might repeat it randomly throughout the day, just to get stuck in their head. But I mean, this was a little, like I said, this was a little over top. And I thought that was going to be the last fight. And then, she was going to take out the main guy and be done.
No, then the Japanese guy shows up. He shows up. He's fighting also. And she watched. So this is the first time that she's seen her father.
But she doesn't even figure out it's her father for a while?
I think she does because they show her looking at him, and she's looking at him closely as he's fighting. And she's watching him fight.
This dude never should have left because he comes in guns a-blazing. He's killing everybody with the sword.
That's exactly what he did. He came in shooting.
And frankly, the movie should have ended here. He should have killed the Yokozuna bad guy and been done.
Yes, I agree.
But instead, he ends up finishing off the mom. During this fight.
Like they were hugging or talking or something.
Yes.
And then the bad guy, the gang leader, comes up behind her and stabs her. It goes through her front. It comes out her front. It also stabs him also. But I guess he just kind of shakes it off later because he's back up fighting and everything. Mom's laying down on the ground, bleeding out.
Well, she jumped in front to save her boyfriend, husband, baby.
Oh, okay. I thought they were talking or hugging or something.
No, they were, but she jumped in front. She was helping until she saw him try to stab him in the back. Before, and then at this point, he goes after the guy, but they're both, weak from all the fighting and they're losing blood, and he's now concerned about his whatever she is to him. And so now at this point, the fight's getting crazy, and this is where the daughter, once she sees her mom fall, basically she kind of realizes mom's not waking up.
I don't think she knew it. I think she saw her mom's hurt and got pissed.
So, but the crazy thing is,
and it snapped.
There's swords everywhere, and she chooses to pick up two sheaths.
Yes,
she picks up the two sword sheaths, and is taking everybody out who has swords. I mean, she's taking she's beating the crap out of all of them, trying to get to Boss Man. Who, by the way, Boss Man picks up the mom and drags her away. Why is he dragging her away?
I don't understand this. That's
what I'm saying. What is the actual connection to these two? Like, there has to be more that we're missing here, and I just wish they would have explained it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it would have made the movie better, but it was.
No, it wouldn't have. But at least would have made this part make it more sense.
Obsession.
Yeah.
So the dad falls down. The daughter beats everyone up and goes after the gang leader, but he's running away from her. He's jumping away. He's climbing up and down this building.
This reminded me of Donkey Kong.
Yeah, the original Donkey Kong. I thought the same thing. I was like, oh my God, up the ladder, down the ladder. What in the world? And there's people are just
on the outside of a building. On the outside of a building.
How loyal do you have to be to this man? Like, how much does he pay you that you're trying to save his ass?
He's running away.
You're putting your own ass on the line. I'm sorry. I'm not going to death's door for this guy. Like, let him die.
The funny thing is, she's beating up the same people. They're just getting back up. It's not like these are different bad guys.
I know.
these guys are getting back up and going after.
Well, how many gangsters are there? They just keep popping up out of nowhere.
Yeah, they're cut.
Freaking whack-a-mole.
She's on the outside of this building. She's on one like what do you call that? A ledge. She's on the ledge.
Scaffolding, whatever.
Yeah, she's on the ledge. Somebody will pop their head out the window and she'll punch them or push them back through or kick them or whatever, or throw somebody off the ledge, and she climbs up a ladder. She's on the next level. The guy, and she's chasing the gang leader up and down. Man, I mean, it was all right, but this is all part of the ending of the movie. It just made it too long to me without any type of understanding. I agree.
The ending should have ended when
it should have ended inside.
Yes.
Right when mom got stabbed and dad goes down also, she should have wiped everybody out, and then it could have been her and the gang leader, and they could have just had an ending right there. They didn't need to go outside and have this. I mean, even though it was cool seeing that, I didn't need to see it.
No, I agree.
This could have been cut out.
So she did catch him trying to get away, and she did finally throw him off the side of the building. Mm-hmm. And I mean, as far as we know, he gone.
Yeah, but this was long. This was about shit. It seemed like 10 or 15 minutes of outside this damn building running around.
She climbs all the way down to make sure he's gone because she's had enough of his crap.
And then she climbs all the way back on top of the building to the roof, where Mike, I thought he was dead because they showed.
Did they ever show Mike at the end? I thought Mike was dead.
No. Remember, Mike was looking after the mom, and then he was sitting off to the side, and he looked like he was crying, so you knew she was dead. And then she was trying to wake her mom up. Her mom was not moving, and then the dad comes and he consoles her.
Yeah, and so they have a moment, and now the dad, I guess, is going to take over for where the mom was. And then they show, just like a Jackie Chan movie, they show like some of the fight scenes and some of the stuff that went right, some of the stuff that went wrong.
Oh, I didn't even.
It looks like
I didn't pay attention. I didn't watch it. I was like, "Oh, that's it. They're walking toward the sun. That's it. It's over. I'm done with this movie. I'm checked out." I did not even watch.
So you're sticking with the D, right?
I'm sticking. Yeah, you know what, man? As I'm watching the movie, you know what? I'm gonna go. I said D- at the beginning of this podcast. I'm gonna go to the D. And as I was watching it last night, man, if it wasn't for a Karate Christmas Miracle, it would have been an F.
listen. I actually can say, honestly, I'm gonna go C+ because I thought it was entertaining. The karate was really well done. I would watch it again just for the martial arts, but the storytelling, the pacing of the movie, just a lot of stuff needed more explaining.
Most of the times when we do these reviews, Joe, I would recommend someone watch the movie before they listen to us. This movie, you should listen to us and find out what the hell is going on, and then watch the movie, because then it will make more sense.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was Chocolate. Joe giving it a C+. I'm giving it a D. Let us know what you think. Joe, what are we watching next, man?
I had it here and I forgot about it. Oh, you know what? Let me see.
While you look for that, make sure that you guys check out our other shows, Super Flicks. Last week we did Back to the Future Part 2. This week we're going to finish Back to the Future with Back to the Future Part 3. Looking forward to that. But once again, this one is my least favorite out of the 3 movies.
I had it. It's on Peacock right now, so I thought it's on something else too. But I think it's a Donnie Yen movie.
Well, that should be interesting. I wonder, is it dubbed or if it's about to be subtitled?
No, I think I looked it up and it was dubbed. I hope.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not really looking to watch some subtitle right now because I got to watch this stuff on the fly. Triple Threat.
Triple Threat. Okay.
Yeah, Triple Threat.
All right, that's what we're watching. I'll probably still text you later in the week. Like, what did we say we watching again?
It's all good. Yeah,
all right,
I think it is Donnie Yen.
All right, Triple Threat for next week's Fists, Kicks, and Flicks. Don't forget Back to the Future 3 on Super Flicks.
Yes, sir.
All right. Any closing remarks? Anything?
Go Michigan. Lions got to get better with that pressure.
Man, you know what? To me, this year for the Lions is over.
No, it's not over, but
it's over for me, man.
We'll get to the playoffs. We'll maybe win 1 or 2 games.
They really have to address the defense, adding more to the defense for next year, and also the offensive line. If we can do that, I think next year could be our window to win. Next year, so. Because it's closing. I mean, we're only going to have David Montgomery for maybe another year or 2, and that's it. He's not going to be the same. He's already not the same as he was the previous 2 years. Running backs don't last long. So if we're going to get it done, we got to get it done now. So
no, you're not wrong. I agree.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Stay safe. Stay strong. We'll holler at you next week, and I will play our music.
Disaster must come. At best, only postponed. Shaolin Kung Fu, to survive, must now be taught to more young men.